Failure is the only way forward. That day, I sprained my ankle attempting butterfly twists, an extremely painful failure. But eventually, I healed, and I tried again with a different approach. With enough time and practice, I got it. More recently, I failed in a different way, one that's more psychologically painful. I challenged myself to post every single day for 30 days on this channel with the goal of restarting anew. I actually succeeded in posting 30 videos, but I failed terribly at my viewership goals. But now, just like with the butterfly twist, I finally recovered from that failure, and I learned 3 valuable lessons on how to fail better that I'd like to share with you guys. The first lesson: focus on quality instead of quantity. Success and failure is a game of statistics, right? The more attempts you do, the more chances you have to succeed. True, but the quality of the attempt matters. Have you ever heard about that famous experiment involving a pottery class? One group was graded on how many pots they made, while the other group was graded on the quality of a single pot. What they discovered was interesting. The group that focused on quantity produced better pots overall. Quantity undoubtedly is important, but I think what's missing from this story that can mislead people into trying an ineffective challenge like I did is a rule about the minimum quality for it to count as true practice. It's like doing push-ups or pull-ups. You know that guy who brags about being able to do a massive amount, but then you see them do it and they're half-repping everything. You'll still gain something from doing that, but you're missing out on a lot of potential improvement if you actually did the full range of motion. For my challenge of posting daily videos for 30 days, I was basically half-repping every attempt. I may have learned how to make things fast, and I got more used to filming outside, but I didn't practice a lot of what makes a good YouTube video. If I could travel back to the past, I would tell myself to instead spend the same amount of time and effort into making 2 to 4 really solid videos. Not only would I have probably learned more from the process, but those videos probably would have gotten more views than all 30 combined. Of course, that's just theoretical. Don't fall into the trap of focusing on high numbers and volume without considering the quality of attempts. So from here on out, it's all about performing quality repetitions for me. That's how to truly improve over time. Lesson number 2. Take any positives you can. Failure is hardly ever a total failure. I think it's easy to get extremely gloomy about it. That's what happened to me because the final result wasn't what I wanted. But I'm trying my best to keep in mind that there were some successes along the way. One success was that I got over the fear of asking others to be part of my videos. I've been seriously wanting to connect with other creators and communities, and practicing the skill of just asking other people to be part of my videos is a good start. Another success was that I learned more about what I like and what I don't like. I seriously found the process of looking for locations to film at thrilling, and I found out that I really dislike making negative reaction videos. Good to know for the future. Lastly, I did succeed in actually posting a video a day for 30 days straight for the main channel. Considering my mental block to posting on my main channel, this was actually extremely tough for me, and I'm proud of myself for at least succeeding on that front. So these were real positives that came out of the journey, despite the end result being a failure. And acknowledging them is important to me. However, the reverse is also true. Lesson number 3. Face your failure head on. A part of me feels extremely disappointed in myself. I look back and ask, why did I do such a poorly constructed challenge? Why am I so dumb and incompetent? But I know that's just my emotional side talking. Going in blind and trying foolishly planned projects is not always bad. You don't know what you don't know. By doing it, you can actually begin to fill in the blanks and learn based on experience, which is undoubtedly the best kind of learning. Not only that, I genuinely enjoyed doing the challenge. The journey itself felt great, but it was the struggle towards the end and after I finished the challenge that started to take a mental toll. And based on just glancing at the numbers sometimes, I knew the results were not great. I actually actively avoided looking at the exact numbers during the challenge to keep myself motivated to complete the challenge. I kept pushing it off, telling myself I'd do it after publishing my first audiobook. 6 months later, that day finally came. So I faced my failure head on, and it was extremely painful. But it had to be done. The only way I was going to move forward fully was by staring at it and sitting with the pain. And after the mental suffering and self-pitying, realizing that reality did not meet your expectations, what do? I choose to accept reality. I wasn't as capable as I thought I was, but I can learn, I can improve. So I'm going to keep trying. Facing your failure is the only way forward. Struggle and pain is how you learn and remember. Breaking through and not giving up despite the pain is a sign of true strength. So, those were the biggest lessons from my 30-day challenge of posting 30 videos on my main channel. So even though a lot of the videos were not viewed highly, I still enjoyed making them, and I think out of all of them, the kendama video was my favorite. So if you happen to be curious about how to solving like the easier tricks for the kendama, definitely check out that video. Anyways, it's good to remember that failure is only temporary. Now it's time to get back up and try again.